What's on Faithfuls? And we're live on all major platforms: YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and Facebook. All right, and keep the faith, never lose hope. All right, guys. So, of course, this is a faithful empire that's powered by, of course, the Red and Gold 24/7. All right. I will have hopefully a couple people coming in. All right. So yeah, basically we're gonna basically go over the news. A lot of news been going on this whole week. Everybody's been busy, busy week. So is I. So it's all good. So basically, I'm gonna go over some plugs real quick. Catch Mav on a convo with Mavocado, his Twitter handle, the Times, Tuesday nights, YouTube and IG. Of course, That Night Life with Coach Ron. They're the Times on Spotify, YouTube, and Twitter. All right. And of course, still coming, Drewski with the Biasy podcast. Still coming soon. All right. He's still working on it though. All right. Let me see here. Of course, I give a shout out to, of course, GM Mikey, his Twitter handle, TJ, his Twitter handle, and of course, Fortnite Favorite UK, Paul Hope, Club 85, and of course, Denise and her Twitter handle, and of course, Sean, that is his Twitter handle. All right, and of course, Danny Boy. All right, that's his Twitter handle also. And let me see here. Of course, we're on cover, of course, the news and all. A lot of news been going on. So if it's your first time here, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on all notifications. All right. All right. Like I said before, we are live on our major platforms: YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and Facebook. All right. A lot of stuff going on. And of course, got my first comment. Our first comment is from Brian Cope. What's up, faithful? What's on, Brian? What's up, brother? What's up, man? Yeah, yeah, basically a lot of stuff's been going on this whole week. Now of course I was working, of course. So yeah, hope you guys can hear me very well. I'm using my Bluetooth headset. All right, as you can see, just wanted to try a different setup real quick. I'm doing pretty good so far with what I did last time. So yeah, man, a lot of stuff's been going on, and I know one person was supposed to come in here. I'm supposed to hopefully will be in here in about another minute or so. And I'm ready for him. So, all right. Let me see here. Let me see what I can cover. All right. And of course, I know we all knew we did an overreaction show last Monday night. All right. Of course, when we went against the Seacocks, beat that game. Nice final, 27-7. Beautiful final. I like that final. Hell yeah. Our defense, man. Whew. Dangerous dogs, dangerous dogs, you know. So basically, we're gonna cover news and all that, and then probably, hopefully, we're probably gonna preview the game for tomorrow. All right, and of course, it's a Sunday night game, it's a big game, and of course, we're traveling all the way to Colorado. The place that we play goes Denver Broncos, you know, and of course, we're gonna play Fussy Wussy, you know. And of course, to all you is, of course, Russell Wilson. All right. So yeah, basically we're covering some news here, and I know for a fact the first one I wanted to cover, of course. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick for you guys. I know I have it on here. Just got to write it out best I can. I wanted to do this one real bad because I saw this. This actually happened. I think pretty sure yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm sorry. It did today. I'm sorry. My bad. It was today. So I'm gonna show you all it real quick, real quick here. See how fast I can go. I see a lot of people. I see a few people coming in. 4 people watching. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much. All right. And of course, we all know about this. Trent Waynes, baby. Loved that. I did. When I first saw that, I was happy as hell. I was. I'm glad he did that. The 49ers have converted 5.45 million of Trent Williams' base contract into a signing bonus, which created 4.336 million in 2022 cap space. Man, that's a beautiful thing. It is. It really is a beautiful thing. You know, get more money. Trent Williams. That's the reason why I always say hashtag TW7199. All right, dude's a big guy. I'm glad he did what he did. You know, you could tell he loves his team because he loves his team, and that's most reason why he probably did it. I don't know if other people got other comments about it, but I really think he did it because he loves his team. You know, I mean, everybody can put their comments in on it. It's all good. I mean, I understand that. Another one. Here you go. What's up, Bryant? Bank Williams. I like that. I like that, Bryant, man. It's cool, bro. That's cool, man. It's cool. Love that. Bank Williams. I can't stop myself from laughing on that one. I can't really. That's cool as hell, dude. That's cool. So yeah, Bank Williams, man. He got that bread, you know. I'm so happy for TW to do that. I really am, you know. So give me your thoughts on how you feel about that, Bryant, if you want to. All right, just type it in there. I'll put you up on here. How you feel about Trent Williams doing that, converting his base salary, I guess if you want to call it base salary, yeah, base contract into a signing bonus. How you feel that for converting that? How you feel? Let me know in the comments, bro. I'll put you up. All right. Like I said, how I feel about it, I love it. You know, it's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. You know, like I said, it's a wonderful thing. And of course, I'm gonna give my guy in here so he can get his thoughts on it, so that way he can tell what he think about it. What's on, Sean? What's on, brother?
Hey, sorry. I'm
Right, man. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, man. It's all good, dude. Yeah, I just put up Trent Williams converted his money into bonus signing bonus. What do you think about it, man?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason why it's being done.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Maybe it's for like a trade down the line or something like that. But yeah. I mean,
Yep.
I don't think it's anything people is looking to right now.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Bryant said, "I like it. Give him like 4 million in his bank account. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true, man. Right in his bank account. That's right, man. That's right, dude. Yeah. So when I saw that today, I said I'm sharing this on the show, no matter what. I love that. I really do. So I'm very proud of TW doing that. Thanks a lot, Trent. We needed it for that. We needed that. So it's all good. So pass on next one here. Let me see here. If I'll mess it up anywhere. I know there's another one in here. See if I go right way. I hope I do. Yep, here it is. All right, cool. Yep, yes. And of course, it's official. Of course, George Kittle, GK, will be playing tomorrow night. It's official. So Armstead is officially listed as questionable, but basically they did sign another defensive guy, but I'll go over that later on because that's in another part of the news. But right now, George Kittle is officially play on Sunday night against the Broncos. What do you think about that, Sean?
Oh no, yeah, it's a welcome sight. I think it will help out the run game. I think it'll be a nice security blanket for Jimmy.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, it's a good thing to have George Kittle back for sure.
Yeah, cool, man, cool. Of course, GK came back, baby. Good. We now have about 7 million in cash space. That's good. Hell yeah. Add that bread up, Add that shit up. That's all we can do. Add that stuff up, get that money going, get it better for next year. So that's all basically we can do. So yeah, but I'm happy about that. I really am. But of course, both of them, Trent Williams and George Kittle, really am. So, all right, let's stop this real quick. Now, of course, I'm gonna go over some more news. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna read it out to you guys. That way you guys got it. I need you guys to see me, so hear me. So, on other injuries, of course, I'm gonna go over injuries. Of course, I know we all hate talking about it, but it's part of the life and part of football life. So, right now, of course, Price is out for a few weeks. Actually, all three of them are out for at least a few weeks, or two. I'm sorry, two of them. Price is out at high ankle sprain, so he's out for a few weeks. Of course, Croft is out for MCL sprain. Oh, God. And of course, the new words they got from doctors saying about Lance was fibula ligament disruption. That's what it was. So that's basically what the answers are about what happened to Lance. So what do you think about that, Sean, about the injuries there, man? I know we all know about the Lance, but what about the Price and Croft?
I mean, the Price one, hurts. The young kid, he was just played in one game and he actually looked pretty. He had a couple nice runs. So yeah, but um, we went into the season with a lot of depth at running back, and we all talked about it. And it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy how we're entering week 3 and we're already needing to use it. So we're pretty much down to just Wilson and Mason. With I know we signed Mac to the active roster. But yeah, I would have to imagine it's pretty much going to be the Wilson show with a little bit of Mason sprinkled in.
Hmm.
That would have to be my imagination. But yeah, it's interesting. The Croft one, I don't really think is that. I mean, he's a good football. He's okay. I think he's nice depth at that position type thing. But the fact that we're getting, I mean, I look at it as we're losing Croft, we're getting Kittle. So I mean, it's really not that big of a deal.
I got you, brother. I got you, man. No problem. Brian Culp, of course, very excited. He is on my fantasy football team. That's good, man. Now I guess you're definitely talking about George Kittle then, right? I hope that's what you're talking about. Pretty sure you are. So you guys know that's the last person we talked about. Well, yeah, man. I don't play fantasy football, people. I'm sorry to say. Even
I
Sean
definitely
doesn't
do,
too.
and I actually don't have Kittle on many of my teams. I'm right now on one of my deeper leagues. My hand is being forced to start Mason, so I'm
Yeah,
hoping deep down he does something for fantasy purposes. But yeah, but other than that, I don't have too many 49ers this year in fantasy.
I got you, brother. I got you,
Yeah.
man. Now, on the related news about a signing, and it actually happened. I guess it was a couple of days ago. Was it? Where I was at work. Of course, if it happened during I was work, I couldn't do nothing. So, Dre, the stop Greenlaw. 49ers have signed Greenlaw to a 2-year extension. Deal reportedly worth close to 19 multi-million with about 10 multi-million in guaranteed contract. And he was a 2018 fifth round pick out of Arkansas. What do you think about that, brother?
I mean, I think it's good value for doing it now as opposed to he's one of those players where he's good to have, and I still think he has a couple things he can work on, but he's a good outside linebacker, especially for where he was drafted. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things like do it now while you kind of can, because if
Hmm.
he was to say blow up, then you might have to end up paying a little bit more money that you really don't want to pay, type thing. So do it
Hmm.
now. It's a good low key extension. It's cap friendly. It's team friendly. He's not going anywhere. He's comfortable playing with Warner. He's in the system. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's a good deal all around.
Oh yeah, I know that because they announced it on, of course, all the websites and shit. And I seen they have
Yeah,
Greenlaw, Warner, and of course Ashair. I love that dude. Love
yeah, for
Ashair.
sure. Oh yeah, yeah, he's
Oh,
one of my favorites too. Yeah, it
oh
just goes to
yeah,
show. I mean, we're having we love, like I said, we love the fifth round for sure. It's definitely one of our favorite rounds of a draft.
gotcha, gotcha. And of course, Brian was correct. George is on my. I play in league with Denise.
Nice, yeah.
Well, I
No, yeah,
bet you all play that
yeah.
stuff. I know.
I did not take any 49ers guy and want him. It's just sometimes the way the boards fall, the 49er players weren't there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be the first to tell you all the fellas know about Red and Gold 24/7 say I told him I don't play it there, guys. If you guys want to play for me, go right ahead. But I don't play that fancy football stuff. I never did, really. I never got into it. I got other stuff to do. So, um, yeah. Next one I found on here was what was it? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I ain't worried about the Jimmy G stuff. No way. I'll just kill that out real quick. Yeah, man. And of course, I announced last week while we were doing the show all the running backs we did. All right. Yes, we did sign Tevin Coleman to the practice squad. Oh my God. Okay, Sean, go ahead, man. You want to do it? Go ahead. Say something about it if you want to. I understand
No,
if you don't want to.
no, I think we kind of touched on it just before. Like I said, we went into the season with a really good depth at that position,
Hmm.
and we're already in week 3, and we're already having to use it. We're already down to, like I said, we're on our main backup and our 4th string running back technically. So we'll see. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be the Wilson show, and I would imagine some a little bit of Mason.
Hmm.
I don't think we'll obviously Coleman won't play at all. And I only think the only way you will see Mac is if Mason is just not getting it done as a backup, or maybe feel like he has a fumble. But other than that, I don't think you're even going to see Mac this game. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's going to
Yeah,
be a lot of Wilson, and I think Mason will probably get like 6 to 8 carries.
that's cool. Let's
Yeah.
see. I hope Mason breaks one. I really do. I
I mean,
really
I
hope
hope he
so.
does too. But yeah,
Oh
that's how
yeah.
I think it's going to go. I don't. Yeah, I think Mack and Coleman were strictly signed to be
Hmm.
absolute emergency. Like if things get really rough or now something is to happen to Wilson or Mason. But other
I
than that,
got
I
you.
think we're hoping, fingers crossed, we can just use Wilson and Mason moving forward.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Now, the family was Shanny of course, Tevin Coleman. He was on the Falcons for 3 years, from 15 to 18, and then he was on Niners, of course, for 1 year, 19 to 20, and then played again for the Jets 21. All right, what do you think was his best team he actually ran for? Do you think?
I mean, he was most effective on the Falcons.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really have anything. Like, I think the only reason Coleman was signed, to be honestly honest with you, it was to give us another body in
Hmm.
practice. It's somebody that knows the system, so maybe that person can help out Mason to a degree with some of the language, some of the blocking assignments. And I don't think there's anything more than that, man.
Yeah.
He didn't really look all that like jumpy. What do you
Yeah.
want to say, young? Whatever term you want to use. He didn't really look all that good last year. He was okay with us. I think he kind of like tailed off towards the end of that season. And if it wasn't for Mostert, we probably had a little bit of a trouble in the running game. That was the year we went to the Super Bowl. But yeah, I mean, he's okay. But I I don't think we'll see him be on the active squad unless we had 2 injuries to between Mason, Mack, and Wilson. If like 2 of those 3 went down, that's the only way he'd be called up to the active squad.
I got you, man. I got you. And of course, I have it on here saying about. Of course, you talked about it earlier, and I wanted to bring it up to you. There are a depth chart now. Our depth charts actually for running backs is all set up for tomorrow's game. We got Jefferson Jr. being running back 1, Jordan Mason running back 2, and Marlon Mack being running back 3. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, that's what I assumed it was going to be. That's what we
Yep,
were just
yep,
saying.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. So make sure, double check, make sure all good. And of course, I wanted to talk about this definitely as I seen this. I'm like, oh man, Hufunga. Oh my God, Hufunga is shining, yo. Hufunga has been balling. He has he been the 49ers defense MVP for the last 2 games, you think?
I mean, I think you certainly can make a case for it. You could certainly say he definitely is the most improved player so far through the first 2 weeks. I
Hmm.
mean, Bosa is still having a really good season. He's been the most double defensive edge in the NFL through 2 weeks. And I think he still already has like 2 sacks or 2.5 sacks, even though that's what's going on. So but yeah, no, Hufanga's been great, man. Gibson actually like our safeties, our secondary in general has been playing really well. Been playing really different. They've been more like ball hawkish, a little bit more aggressive. The signing of Javarius Ward has really been beneficial so far through 2 weeks. You've seen what having a corner, having a good corner on one side can do, a la like when we had Sherman that one season, when we kind of got like that one last good year out of Sherman. So, yeah. So, like I said, we're going to keep it up. The Broncos have obviously more weapons and a way better quarterback than we faced, the last couple of weeks. Sutton Jr. in that run game is pretty formidable. So we'll see if it translates. But so far through 2 weeks, the secondary, Hufanga especially, have definitely been looking great.
Got you, brother. I got you, man. Yeah, Coleman is here for a ring. Hey, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I hope he,
it
hope
could
he,
be
hope
that
he.
too. Yeah, I just don't think he was brought in for any other reason, just to have an
Yeah.
extra body as an absolute just in case something goes down.
hmm Yeah. If he wants a ring, I think he should work for it at least. That's what I think about it. He should work for it.
Yeah,
Get
I
some
know, but yeah,
yards.
but he might be coaching up the Mason kid a lot more than you realize, or helping out in the room a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, look how long he was with Shanny in Atlanta, and he's already with us for one other year, so he
Yeah, I
knows the
got you.
system. So
Yeah.
you got to look at it from both ways.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Yeah. So both ways, you never know what you're going to get. So yeah, and then now PFF highest grades of safeties. All right, they went from 5 to 1. Try if I say his name right, Try Gibson Jr., Jamal Adams, he's out for season, but he's number 4. Mike Edwards was number 3. Guess who's number 2? Hufanga.
Hufanga.
Yep. And Mika Fitzpatrick, he was number 1. So, yo, man, Hufanga, if he keeps going, God, I'm going to enjoy that kid doing some stuff. I really am.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So now that's basically. Sorry, man. Go ahead, talk. I'm sorry, man. I didn't even cut
No,
you
I
off.
wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna agree. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, man. That's all the news. I actually caught it up. I couldn't believe it. That's all the news so far, man. Can't believe it. I know there's probably more stuff, but I don't have it here. So, yeah, man.
There's
Hey,
not really too much else. The only other thing really going on, obviously, is the game. But yeah,
yeah.
there's not really too much else going on, man.
So, what do you think about the game so far? What do you expect out of it? You think?
I personally think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think both
hmm
defenses have been really good the first 2 weeks. Again, regardless of opponents, because I know they've only played the Seahawks and the Texans. But they're still, I think they're like number 3 in total yards, where I know we're number 1, but so their defense is still humming along. They still Chubb and Gregory is still a very formidable, edge duo that our offensive line is going to have to be ready for. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. Russ, obviously, he's kind of like our kryptonite. He's 17-4 lifetime against us. It's kind of crazy. So I would have to think, not saying it's going to factor into us, losing, but I'd have to think just him knowing us and just him being Russ. I'm sure there'll be a play or two where that comes into play. Unfortunately, that's why we all hate him. But yeah, I mean, it should be a good game. I feel good about it, but the fact that it's like in Denver and it is Russ, kind of has me like, obviously like, makes me a little nervous, but I like our chances because I think Kyle should be able to scheme up a game better than Hackett.
Gotcha, brother. Gotcha, man. Yeah. Now you said it's a low scoring game. Do you have a score prediction or no?
If I had to throw one out, man, I would say something like maybe like a 21-17, or maybe like a 23-20,
Okay.
something like that, or maybe even like a 20-16, something like
Cool.
that. I
There
don't
we
think
go.
whoever wins, I don't think there's no way, in my opinion, I don't think they go over 23, 24 points.
Damn, I like that
In my
score,
opinion,
Brian.
maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah, I got you.
I still give credit to Denver's defense.
I got you, bro. I got you, man. Cool. Yeah, man. Brian's going out there, man. Woo! I like that
Yeah, no,
score, Brian.
28-10. Hey,
Hell yeah.
I hope it happens. That would be great. But the Denver, through 2 weeks, if they have anything going for them, it's kind of like what we do.
Yeah.
They're still able to run the ball so far really well, and that's ball control, and they've been playing good defense.
Yeah, I got you.
They're not playing very much different than how the 49ers are after 2 weeks. Other
I know
than,
you
of course, on the coaching side, their
don't know.
coaching looks a little bit more all over than ours does.
I got you. I got you. Don't know if you want to give it out now or you're going to be here for the pregame tomorrow. But um, who do you want your standout player to be?
Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason. Okay.
Yeah, and I say that because I think I want to see one of those young backs, do well this year.
Hmm.
That's why I said it stinks that Ty Davis Price got hurt. But yeah, I would like to see Mason have a good game, because I want to have somebody else besides Wilson. Yeah, I want it to be Mason. Like show me show us another weapon, type thing.
I got you. I got you. Hey, Bryant, whatever your starting standout player you want to be for tomorrow night's game, put in the comments. All right, I'll put it up. All right, real quick for you. All right. So yeah, man, oh man, my standout player. I love to see Jordan Mason, Ray Wood, but if JWJ, Jeff Williams Jr., if he does his thing, he'll be doing his thing. But for me, I'd love to see Kittle do something. Kittle, love to see him go for a nice bomb or something, or something doing a yak. Yep. He just put on there too, George. As the same thing I was about to
Yeah.
say, George Kittle.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yep.
think for some reason I have a feeling between George, Debo, and Ayuk, I think one of them actually is going to have a really big game. I was just trying to say, right, but yeah, I want to see George blow up too, because it's also his first game back. It's prime time. He usually plays well, so I wouldn't be surprised if George goes off for like 4 or 5 catches for like 70, 80 yards.
Okay. Okay. Now I know I'll probably do that tomorrow with the over numbers. I always do that. Always do that during pregame anyway. But your standout is George. Who do you want to have your most touchdowns? If we do touchdowns, who you want it to be? Exactly.
Uh, I mean, who? I mean, I don't know as long as you win. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I know. I know. I
Yeah,
got you. I
I
got
don't
you.
really. Doesn't matter to me, man.
I got you.
I would only have to. I would only again probably say Mason for selfish reasons, not because he's the only 49er I have playing in a fantasy league. I mean, hey, let Jimmy go off and throw 2 or 3 touchdowns. That would be great for Jimmy, probably his confidence in the offense and things like that. But yeah, man, I don't have it in that, bro. Just win the game. Just win the game.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. About a half hour now. So hey, man, it's all really I have for you. So I mean, I'll just see you tomorrow for pregame if you can make it. All right.
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right.
Go
All
Niners.
right. No, no, but later,
All
strong
right,
time.
bro. Later, man.
Thanks, man. Later, man. Later. Yeah, it wasn't gonna be a long one tonight, guys. Sorry to say. Bryant, Bryant, if you're still around, if you want to join the show, you can. All you have to do, I'll put it up there right now. If you want to join, do you want to join? Yes or no? If you can't join, it's all good. If you can, I'll put them up right now. All right, I'll put it right now. The link. It's real easy to follow. If you want to join, you go right ahead. All right, I'll put it up right now. Here it is right there. Go on there on YouTube where you're at now. All right. You can pop on here real quick. You want to just give your thoughts and everything about the game and all. But if you want to join it, go right ahead. It's real easy to do. All right. I'll give you a couple minutes, or at least a minute or so. Yeah, you can join. Yeah, you can join. Yeah, you can join, bud. Yeah. See how many people he says I can join. Yeah, you can join in. Go ahead, man. Just go to the link I just put in there. Sorry about the noise in the background. My daughter, my phone's going off. But yeah, go to the link inside the there you go. Go to the link inside the comments. Go to YouTube one. There we go. Okay. Yo, Brian, what's up, brother? What's up,
Hey,
man?
man. Thank you for
What's
having
up,
me
bud?
on.
No problem, man. No problem, man. It's real easy to do. See, that's real easy, man. It's real easy. You know. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you for the first time. I
Nice
knew
to
you
meet
here.
you too.
I knew you were in here a couple of shows before. You know, but I know we have a bunch of people in here, so I'm glad you're following it. I'm glad you're following the show. I thank you very much for coming here, man. Give us your point. Give your points about the game and everything, and say how you feel about it.
Well, I call into the other shows. This is the first time I get to call into your show. I'm really, really excited about the game because this is like We just beat the Seahawks, and this is almost like us playing the Seahawks again. This is our opportunity to beat Russell Wilson and get that monkey off our back. And then we're going to be playing the Rams right afterwards. So I think this is a really good time for our team to get pumped, gel together, come off a good win. It's going to be in Denver, so the air is different. I'm a big special teams guy, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Robbie Gold's going to look like and Mitch Wiskonowski's going to look like. I know they had that Blumber, whatever you want to call the blocked kick for the field goal, and they scored on us. But other than that, they've been pretty
Yeah.
solid this year. They've been a lot better than last year. But yeah, if we can beat that little Oompa Loompa, last year he was a leprechaun. Now he's an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, how long you been a 49er fan for anyway?
I was born in '86, and I've been a 49er fan since because my grandma put me in Niner clothes when I was a baby. Ever since then.
That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Dress you up in 49er fan. There you go. That's the way to do it, man. Cool. Cool. Very cool, man. Yeah, I know you gave us your score prediction 28-10, which I like because I like it over 2 touchdown lead. That's why I like it. You know. So far, I'm probably going to do the same thing because, I usually like 2 touchdown lead. I don't want Denver to get more than 10 points because if we do that to our team and we score over 20, if that defense stays on cue, then Dolphins ain't going to do shit. I'm sorry to say, Russell Wilson's not going to do nothing against us because that defense is on cue. He ain't doing nothing against us. So that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Anything else you want to promote or anything on the show or anything?
Well, real
Anything to
quick,
promote?
I think they're trying to get away from that 10 points. I think that magic number 10, where we either lose the game by 10 or we win by 10. I think they're trying
Gotcha.
to get away from that. So I think they're going to try to definitely emphasize like either a two touchdown score, or they're going to try to get 13 points. But they're going to try to, because there's been a bad narrative anytime that number 10 comes up. And yeah. The last thing I got to say is I'm a longtime 49er fan. I live in Stockton. They used to have the training camp here in California, and then they moved it from UOP. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I'll call in again sometime. Definitely keep checking me out on YouTube. Keep doing your thing. Everybody appreciates it. 49ers.
No problem, brother. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for having me. Thank you. All right. You
I'll
can
see
come
you
on
soon.
anytime you want. All right, man.
Thank you, buddy. You have a good
All right,
night.
bud. There, Brian, bud. Have a good night. There, bud. Damn. Our first major guest came on here. That's good. All right. That's why I like it. All right. More you can join anytime you want. I don't care who it is. You know. So I know there's one person watching. They're probably on Twitch right now, but it's all good. I hope you enjoy the show. You know. I know it won't be gonna be a long one, not tonight. But yeah, me and Sean just want to put our facts to the game, and I want to go over the news, that one stuff real quick. When I go full time at my job, let me put this up there real quick. Let me see. Here you go. I want to thank you all very much for watching the Faithful Empire that was powered by the Red Gold 24/7. All right, but when I go full time my job, a lot of things will be different now. Gonna be changing, not for the show itself, but it's gonna be more added to it. I'm thinking about doing that. So keep your heads in it. You know, I have more stuff coming. You know, I'm gonna work on it, get it going. I got this going, so I'm gonna get more things going. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about the whole thing. Because, like I said, I actually started this. I started doing this, and actually, I think it went past. It's September, right? September. Yeah, 2 more months. I got 2 more months till I actually officially started this whole thing. So, yeah, it's been almost a year, and I'm very happy where it's at. I'm very happy. You know, I got another comment here. Let me see who it was. Okay, I think it was Bryant. Hold on one second, guy. Here you go, man. Thank you for having me again. No problem, man. Thank you for having me on again. There you go. You're very welcome, Brian. No problem, bro. No problem, bro. All right. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all love here. It's all it is. All love and all family. It's all it is, man. It's how I wanted to build it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, 1 year, 1 anniversary for me. Came a long way. I'm getting things going, and I'm doing pretty good so far. It's good. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad I'm inviting everybody into it. It's a thing crush that I had ever since I started this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So basically, when the 2 months comes up, believe me, I'll be talking about it, more about it, and it's an anniversary to me. And I'm not gonna get in personal details about what happened. The other one I had, the other name I had, because that's very personal to me. Because it was very hard for me to give it out to my fellows and everything. So it was a hard thing for me to go through. So, but yeah, basically tomorrow night's the game. 8:20 start or 8:30. I think it's 8:20. 8:20 p.m. 8:20 p.m. Pacific or Eastern. There you go. Try to get the right. See, I got the times down in my head. It's just sometimes I forget what they are though. But yeah, 8:20 p.m. Eastern. All right. So yeah, hope you guys are ready for it. I'll be hopefully popping on here about an hour or maybe half hour before the start time. That way, we do a little pregame. Hope it enjoys and comes on, joins up, and talking about the Niners before we start playing. So basically, that's where I'm gonna be at. All right. So I thank you very much, Bryant, for coming here, brother, doing your thing, man. Thank you very much for coming here. Very much happy to have you. And of course, Sean. All right. I'm going to flash him right now. Flash in the right way, not the bad way. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I am. Here, Sean, where are you? Here we go. Yeah, here's Sean, a great guy, knows his shit. He knows his stuff. That's his Twitter handle, right? That's how you get hold of him. And of course, I'm gonna plug in my guys real quick before I end this whole thing. Convo with Maverick Cato, that's his Twitter handle. The Times, Tuesday nights on YouTube and IG. And of course, that Atlanta Life with Coach Ron. They're the Times on Mondays on Spotify, YouTube, and Twitter. All right. And of course, Biasy Podcast with Drewski. All right. Still coming though. All right, guys. Don't worry. He's still coming. That's why I'm still plugging him because I know he's still coming with that. I know he's gonna enjoy that very much when it comes out. So GM Mikey, that's his Twitter handle. Of course, TJ, his Twitter handle. And of course, I'm gonna plug out. Of course, I know he wasn't here. I know he's probably, enjoying his better half right now. His kids. It's all good. Don't worry about it, Paul. Man, just take care of your family. Don't worry about this. All right. We'll see you next week. All right. So catch him on the 495 UK. Paul Hope. That's the Twitter handle. Club 85. And of course, she was having some time with her husband. It's all good. All right. Family comes first, like I always say. Denise, that's his Twitter handle. And Danny Boy. All right. All right, guys. We will see you hopefully tomorrow for pregame. We get the pregame going, you know, and it's not but love. You know what I'm saying? Not but love and family. It's all it is. And I know I have another comment here. All right. Brian says, go Niners. That's right, brother. Go Niners, man. Go Niners. We'll see you here about a half hour or so before game time for pregame. All right. All right, guys. So, like I always say, keep the faith, never lose hope. All right. We're out of here, guys. Later.